Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome.
You can hear you. Please hold on a while, Mr. Joshua. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. You're welcome to today's class. We are in our day two, which is the final day for our PI class in collaboration with 10ALYTICS. Please let's meet our mates as we join and let's try to participate and learn faster today. Thank you all.
All right, welcome to the section again today, everyone. Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, great
Yes,
one. Awesome. So it's great to see your face again, to see you all join the call again for today's section. Um, and I could remember that we treated something yesterday from the angle of data in transportation, and we're able to use the tool Power BI. So before we continue on what we started yesterday, can you all give me a thumbs up if you've been able to go through what was studied yesterday, probably practice it on your own, you bring yourself up to speed, or if you are still probably about to, you can give me a thumbs down. So let me get the reaction in the house. Okay, Omoloraco Caps, right? Okay, great one. Any other person? Okay, Ezibo is about to. Israel has done his own. Okay, Wadim is about to. Okay, who else? Who else? We have almost 11 persons on the call. Hope is about to. Okay, all right, great one. I believe that with time you're definitely going to practice this because I would like that we all move together in class today. So today's section we are going to be building a dashboard. If you could remember yesterday, we could import the data set from Excel straight down to Power Query Editor. And inside Power Query Editor, we were able to do the cleaning, prepare the data for data visualization. And I said in today's class, we are going to start by building the visuals. We're going to start by building the visuals, building the dashboard, and building the visuals. So if you are still finding it difficult to understand, like I said, this section was recorded, and even today's section is currently on record. So we are going to send the recorded section. You're going to get the recorded section so you can practice and practice and practice. Okay, so before I move ahead, are there questions pertaining to what we did yesterday, where you need some clarifications, where you need help? Let's just use the next 5 minutes to treat that. Any question, you can just raise your hand, make use of the raise hand icon, just like mine. You can see, make use of that raise hand icon, then I'll spotlight you, then give you the floor. Okay, I'm having one. Mobile is it go? Who else? Who else has a question pertaining to what was treated yesterday? Okay, I think it's only mobile that has a question. Okay, you can unmute your mic and speak to us, mobile.
Good afternoon, Joshua. Good afternoon,
Yeah, good
everyone.
afternoon.
Actually,
How are you doing
my
today?
question is not with regards to any issues with the training. It's regarding
Okay,
the tool, the Power BI tool. I tried to
okay,
while I was practicing, I tried to
okay,
import the data that was shared, but the transload was not enabled. I was unable to proceed from that
okay.
level. So I don't know if it's my Power BI that is at fault or there's something I'm not doing right.
All right, all right. So when you get to your navigator pan, there is a box that you need to check. You see the sheet one, the name of the worksheet called sheet one. You see a box beside it, a white box. You need to check that box. Then once you check it to turn green, then the all the action below it will be enabled. The load, the transform, the cancel action will be enabled. So try it and let me see. And let's know what the outcome is. Okay. Do you get that, Mobile? Hello, can you still hear me? Can
Yes,
anybody hear me,
sorry,
please?
I was actually doing it as you were talking, so I forgot I was muted. So I'm trying it. I'll give you
Okay,
feedback. I will send feedback in the
all
message.
right.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll be expecting. You're welcome. I'll be expecting. Okay. So I'm also tracking your messages. So in case you have any question, you can also use the in-call message to send in your questions. Then I will also read it out, then give you an answer. All right. So I believe we are all good to go. Are we good to go? If we are all good to go, give me a clapping icon. Just clap, clap, clap. If you are good to go. So let me see the energy in the house. If you're good to go, give me a clapping icon. Okay, Grace is good to go. Hope is good to go. Blessing is good to go. Wademo is fine. Oh, almost everyone is good to go. Alice, Omolara, I didn't get the feedback from you. Are we still there? Akuna, Wadiam, Adamo. Okay, all right. Okay, we are all on the call. Great one, great one. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. Then I will just do a run through on what we did yesterday so that just refresh our memory. Then we jump right into what we have for today. Remember, we're going to be building two dashboards today. We're going to be building two dashboards today. So it'll be like, will the 2 hours be enough for us to build the two dashboards? In fact, it's going to be enough. All right, great one, mobile. I got that. Ada, you might want to mute yourself, or probably I can help you do that from here. Okay. All right. So as you're joining the call, please make sure that your mic is muted so that to avoid interference from my end and also distraction to other person on the call. So like I said, I'm going to do a dry run of what we did yesterday. Then our goal, what we want to get, and I'm then going to share my screen right away so that we have some memory about what we did yesterday, and not just that we're going to jump right into it and start working. No, we're going to do a dry run of what we did yesterday. Then we jump right into what we have for today. Now, in case because we got some comments yesterday that probably I'm too fast. In case I'm too fast, please just let me know. You can just drop a message to slow down. If you want to take a particular step again, you can drop a message also to do that, or you can use a raise icon. Then I will spotlight you, then give you the chance to talk. Then I can just recap on what I just did. Okay. So I really want us to all get it today. It is my earnest desire that we get the whole thing we have for today. So let me start by sharing my screen. Okay. Please confirm if you are seeing my screen. Just give me thumbs up if you are seeing my screen. Give me thumbs up if you are seeing my screen. All right. Great one. So we started yesterday by looking at this case study, Niger Connect, leveraging data analytics to enhance customer insight and revenue streams. And we are using this tool called Power BI. And we move ahead to talk about so many things in Power BI, what Power BI is. We also talked about the components of Power BI, whereby we talked about the Power BI desktop, Power BI service, and Power BI mobile. Then we also go ahead to talk about the importance of Power BI. The importance of Power BI. We talked about how it's used to improve decision making, how Power BI is used for data accessibility, how Power BI can be used to monitor real-time analysis, then cost effectiveness and collaboration. Then also we talked about importance of Power BI to transportation industry, like the route optimization, fleet management, supply chain visibility, predictive maintenance, and safety and compliance. And from there, we went ahead to talk about the Power BI workflow, starting from data acquisition, data modeling and analysis, and data visualization and sharing. Then after which we introduced the business case study to us. Then talking about Trans Niger Connect, a leading transportation company, and they operate across the core um, transportation mode, which are road, railway, air, and water transportation. I also talk about their problems. They're having problems around limited revenue visibility, customer misunderstanding, and operational inefficiency. And from there, we talked about the rationale for the project, in which I mentioned that improving revenue and profitability is one of the importance of this project, and also enhancing customers' experience and retention. And thirdly, which was the last rationale for the project, is optimizing operational efficiency. And of which we also talked about the aims and objective. Three aims and objective. We want to build a general performance dashboard that talks about the revenue and how it affects, how other modes of transportation affects revenue and every other thing. Then we also talk about, we also plan to build a customer analysis dashboard, which we're going to be doing today. And then to establish a data-driven culture, a culture whereby we make use of data to make strategies, to make decisions, to empower ourselves and even our stakeholders. And after which, we also talked about the project workflow, saying that we need to prepare the data, we need to extract the data from the source, transform it, then load it for analysis. After which, we're going to analyze data to extract insight. Then we also identify trends and patterns in the data. Then also, we are going to propose recommendation for Trans-Niger business. Then for the revenue dashboard, these are what we want to, these are what we want. Let me put my slide on presentation mode. Apologies for that. Okay, so for the revenue dashboard, these are what we want to get. So this is where we're going to start from today. We want to get the KPIs, the total revenue, the total transaction. We also want to check the line charts, the time series analysis, then also categorical analysis. That's revenue by transportation mode. We want to check the revenue by region. Also, we want to check the revenue by booking channel. And right here, I already put what we are going to be using to build all this visual, like the total revenue and total transaction. We are going to be using a visual called card. I'm going to be showing you the you're going to be using a visual called card. So I'm going to be showing you in Power BI. Then also for time series analysis, you're going to be using line chart. I believe I showed us this yesterday. We're going to be using line chart to show a monthly trend. Then we're going to still go to make use of filter to filter down to Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. And also the years we are dealing with in our data set. And I said yesterday that data set is spanning from 2020 to 2024. So that's how it's going to be. Then after which, we're going to talk about the categorical analysis using column chart. That's the vertical bars to check the relationship between revenue and transportation mode. Our revenue, compare each transportation mode with regards to revenue. They're also going to use bar chart. Bar chart, we're going to be using it for revenue by region. Bar chart is just the transpose of column chart. Bar chart is horizontal bars. Then you're going to be using that to check the compare regions by revenue. Compares regions with revenue. So know the regions that we are having the highest revenue, while the regions we are having the lowest revenue. And also, we're also going to be using the bar chart to also check the booking channels. So see, is it online? Do you have more of online to offline, or are they the same thing and every other thing like that? So these are what we're going to be doing on the revenue dashboard. Then also on the customers dashboard, which is the second dashboard that we are going to be building today. We are going to be using the KPI also to check for the total customers that we have over time. That's the unique customers. Though a customer can come multiple times, that's why I said unique customer. We just need that customer to count once, not two, not three, not four times. We want every customer to count just once. So we're going to be doing a unique count or a distinct count of our customer, and this is what you're going to be using to check for everything that we need to use to get when it comes to checking the total number of customers we have over time. So also, we're going to be talking about the average satisfaction score. Average satisfaction score. Yes, when we do this, we actually get the total satisfaction scores. But what we are actually interested in is the average satisfaction score. So I'm going to also be showing you how to get the average satisfaction score. Then also average travel duration. So all of these KPIs will be represented with the visuals called card. Then after which, you're going to talk about the customer segmentation. So we want to check the top 10 customers by revenue. I'm going to show you how to do that in Power BI. We want to check the pie chart that is showing the compositional analysis of customer type, even with revenue. Then also, we are going to also look at the column chart, which is going to be showing us the customer age distribution. And all of these things are what we are going to be doing in today's section. And lastly, the behavioral and satisfaction metrics. Satisfaction score distribution using bar charts, gender distribution using pie chart, and also we are going to be using bar charts for top 5 customers with the highest ticket bought. So all of these are what we are going to be doing in today's section, and which we already used this formula yesterday. I hope you remember to calculate the age group. And I showed us how we can make use of this formula to get the age group column from the customer's age. And these are the dashboard that we want to build into this section. Then after we are done, we have the recommendation, both for the revenue and operational recommendation, and also the customer-centric recommendation. So, and this was where I said we can get the data. Once you click on this icon this year, you're going to get data automatically downloaded on your system. Then we will call it a day. So that is what we want to do. So you can see that's a dry run of what we did yesterday, jumping down to what we are going to achieve in today's section. So before we dive into it, I want to know if you are all ready for me. If you are ready for me, please give me a thumbs up. So we know that we are ready to start the section. If you're ready, please give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Great one. I see that a whole lot of us are ready for the section, and I can see that the energy in the house shows that we are all excited to even be in the section today. So I believe we all have our Power BI opened up where we stopped yesterday. If you are following, you should have this at the moment on your screen where you've imported the data. Awesome. Great. I can see that you're there. You've imported the data. You can see all the data columns are here, or you call them fields, data fields. They're all here. Let's see them. Okay. All right, they are all here. Then we can also see the visuals. Zainab, you might want to mute yourself. So let me help you with that. Okay. All right. So, like I said, these are all the icons that we're going to be using to build the visuals. Like I said yesterday, this is the bar chart, this is the column chart. We're going to be using the line charts. You're going to be using donut chart. You're going to be using either this card or this card. I like using this new card icon because it makes my work very easy. Instead of me using this one after the other, once I just bring in this particular one called card new, I can do everything I want to do at once. So doing it one step at a time, and I will get everything done just like the same way this will also give me. So yes. So like I also said yesterday, I'm going to be using I'm going to have in the revenue page. I think I misspelled that. I lost. Okay, revenue page and also the customers page. So the whole thing might look like, oh, how are you going to build this dashboard in 2 hours? In fact, you have less than 2 hours because by 2:50 my colleague is going to come on board to take up the section for the next 10 minutes. Then we get closed. So how are we going to build this whole thing within 1 hour 30 minutes left? That should be the question on our mind. And I'm telling you that we can all achieve this within an hour, because I'm going to be automating some of the tasks. Instead of me going over and over doing certain things, I can just use copy and paste. I can use icons like format painter just to ease me of stress, just to ease us of stress. So I'm going to be showing all of those things today, and you all master it. So to start with, like I said yesterday, please, if by any chance I'm too fast, please drop an in-call message. I'm begging us, please. Okay, somebody wants to throw some party. Please, you might want to mute yourself. Okay, if by any chance I'm being fast, please just drop an in-call message. And if you need clarity, you can either drop an in-call message or you use the wizard icon so I can attend to you, get your question, and we are all good. Okay, so to start with, so I'm going to be placing this side by side because I want us to have a replica of this particular dashboard. So I'm going to place it by the side. This is what you want to build. So you want to replicate this dashboard right here. I believe this dashboard is visually appealing. Is it? If it's visually appealing, let me see your hands. Let me see your thumbs up. If you like it and you are all willing to build something like this, right? Okay, I can see. So you're going to build in this dashboard, and I'll show you the interactivity within this dashboard likewise. Even with the colors and every other thing, we are going to be doing it right away. So let's jump back into Power BI. So the first thing we like to do, you see that the dashboard has a background. You can see there's a background like a dark ash, a light ash, but not that are light, but another dark colors again, like two dark colors, but one is lighter than the other. So I'll show you where to get the color from. So I'm going to start by, first of all, giving my dashboard a background. So it's called canvas. This place I want to be dropping everything is called canvas. So I want to start by giving this a background. I want to start by giving this a background. So what I will do first is to come to this place. You can see format your report page. Format your report page. Format your report page. So I will click on format your report page. Then I will go to canvas background. So I click, open it up, and you see colors. The color is currently white. Then all I need to do is to click on the drop down. To click on the drop down. So once I click on the drop down, I have series of colors. In fact, if the colors you want are not here, you can come right here to pick the colors you want. You can see you have different variation of color. And if you have the hexadecimal code, you can also put the hexadecimal code right here. So currently, white hexadecimal code is hash FF. That's hash and 6F. But that's for white. But the color we want to use for this background is right here. This is the color right here. This black 20% lighter. Black 20% lighter. That's what we want to use for the background. So if I click on it, it's you're not seeing that, you're not seeing the effect on the back on the canvas yet. And the colors actually changed from white to this dark color. But the effect is not showing yet. Why? It's because if you come down, we see transparency here. Transparency, you have to reduce it to 0. Then if you reduce it to 0, then you have the black color. You have the black color. So that's how you can change or walk around that color. After putting in the color you want, then change the transparency, reduce it to 0. So this one depends on you. If I want to put yours on 47, so it depends on how you want your color, how transparent you want it to be. So I just want mine to be on 0. You can decide to put yours on 51. You can decide to put yours on 38. So it depends on you. It depends on what you want. Do you understand? But for this section, this is what we are going to be using. This is the color we are going to be using. So awesome. You've been able to get the background color. So we are one step away from achieving the entire thing. We are one step away from achieving the entire thing. So if you are just joining and probably you've missed a step, you can just tag along and follow us. If you want to get your pen, jot out some things. And if by any chance you are lost, you might want to pump some brakes, take a deep breath, take your pen and follow. Do you understand? Even if you're not practicing, follow, please. Because I want every one of us to get one thing from, but not just one thing, get everything from today's class. Get everything from today's class. So I've been able to get the dashboard color. So the next thing is to get the title page, the title. You notice that there was a title here, Niger, what's it called again? What's the name again? I don't know why the name keeps running off my head. Trans Niger dashboard. So we have the Trans Niger's dashboard title right here. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that. So how to do that is very, very straightforward. So if you notice that you can also have Power BI tabs. You have your file, you have your home, insert, modeling, view, optimize, and help. So just click on home. Once you click on home, you can see all the icons inside your home tab. You can see something called text box. Text box. So click on text box. Then once you click on text box, you have this particular shape or text box shape in your dashboard. So what you need to do right now is that we want to type inside this dashboard. We want to type inside this dashboard. So if I want to adjust it, I don't really like, personally, if it's me, I don't know about you, it depends on how you feel, but me, I don't like my charts or anything touching the edge of the dashboard. So I always like bringing it down. So if you want to bring yours down, you want to use the down arrow key to bring it down. Can you see it? I'm pressing my keyboard, my down arrow, then it's actually down. You can either move it to the side a bit. You can just use that to change it or adjust the position of your text box. So after doing that, all I want to do is I still want to adjust it so you can see I'm bringing it up. This is my mouse. I'll just put it right on this line. Left click, then drag it up. Left click, then drag it up. So I want to drop my around this place. Then come to this line also. Left click and drag it to the side, just to expand it sideways, so it can contain the name I want to type inside it. So I believe we are still carried along up to this point. Are we all stick together? Are we all stick together even to this point? Are we still together? Let me get our reaction. Are we still together? Okay. All right. So after that has been done, okay, great one, great one. I can see that we are all together. After this has been done, the next thing I want to do is I want to type inside this text box. I want to type inside this text box. What I want to put inside the text box is the title of the dashboard. So I want to type Trans Niger Revenue Performance Dashboard inside that particular text box. So come here. It might be so small, but don't worry, you're going to increase the Trans Niger Revenue Performance Dashboard. Yeah, so I've typed in the name of the of the page, of the dashboard page. So all I need to do is that I need to increase the size. I need to make use of the right text fonts. I also have to make use of the right text size. So the text font I want to use is called Georgia. So to do that, the first thing I will have to do is to select the entire name I typed, select everything, then come to this place where I have the font style, click on the drop down and search for Georgia. You can see here we are, Georgia. Click on Georgia. Yes. Now the size, I want to use around 28. Yes, 28. Then probably make it bold. Now, if you look at what we're having here, it's like it's even still coming down, but I want it to be on a straight line. I want it to be on a straight line. So what you can still do is that you can just come here and expand the width of this one at the moment. Expand it. So Trans Niger Revenue Performance Dashboard. But do you have performance in that other one? Okay, yes. So right now it's look as even if I'm dragging it, it seems as if it's taking all the space, So if I want to reduce the size again, probably make it around 24. So making it 24 seems okay. I can just come back here and reduce it. Come back here and reduce it. Also, so 24 size, 24 for the font size is perfect. So just come here, bring it down a bit. Just also bring it to the center. Just align it. The next thing was just for you to align this particular card. So I have this now. I have this. But it seems as if we've not even gotten to where we are going to. Yes, we've not gotten to where we are going to. Now, I'm going to be taking my time to design this particular text box because the design I'm going to use in this design I'm going to be using across every other card or chart that I'll be using inside this dashboard. So we're going to take our time to design these, what we want, how we want everything to look like. If you can see, let's go back to this place. Okay, let me just show you on the dashboard itself. This seems a bit dark. Let me show you on the dashboard itself. The other Power BI. Let's see, where are you? Okay, you can see that you're having some edges, some rounded corners. So I'm going to be imputing these round corners. I'm going to be showing you. Then this particular one is having a dark black background. So I'm going to be showing you how to get that. And also the color is also this gold or this yellow. Yes, this yellow color. So all of these things I'm going to be showing you. So once I format that one, then the next one I'll just be using it. I'll be using the format for every other chart in my dashboard. So let's go back to the one we are building. So right now I want to start by changing the font's color. I'll put some edges around it, round corners around it, then also add shadows, and I'll show you the importance of the shadows. That one depends on if you want it or not. So let's click on, and if you want to do any editing, make sure you're clicking on the chart you want to edit. Currently I want to edit this text box, so I have to click on it, because if I don't click on it, any editing I do will only go to this canvas. So I have to click on the particular chart or text box I want to edit. So I want to work on this. I want to format this text box. So after clicking on it, I'll go to general, Then under general, I want to work on the effect. Can you see this effect? Click on the drop down. So before I go ahead to change the background color, let's first of all change the font color so that the background color and the font color won't be syncing into each other. So let's start first by changing the title color. So I'll go to the title. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So let's turn it on. Let's change the color to let's do that on, let's do it on this place. Let's do it on this place. Let's select the entire title right here. Then let's come to this color, then use the gold color. So the gold color is around, okay, to be sure, to be certain, I want us to have the same color like our dashboard. I will go to the Power BI. I will copy the color of the text, then send it to us right away. I'll copy the color code, then send it to us on this call. Send it to us on this call. So let's go right there. The column, where are you? So I'll copy the color code, send it to us, and I'll show us how we are going to use it. I'll show us how we are going to use it. Sorry. Okay. The color code. Yeah, this is the color code E5. So I'll Control C. Then I'll drop it on this call. So you can check the in-call message for this color code in case you want to use my color. You might decide to use your color, but if you want to use my color, you can always try to use this one that I'm dropping right here in the in-call message. Yeah, that's the color code. So how are you going to input this color code inside your dashboard? How to do it? This is it. So right here where I have, you see that when I click on the font color, it brought out this more colors for me. But if I do, like, let's first of all start by selecting the entire text in the text box. Let's go back to our font color menu. You see more colors here. You click on more colors, it gives this hexagonal pan for me where I can input the color code. So I've copied it. I'll just paste it here. Then I'll click on OK. Then it has been changed. It has been changed. You can see the color has changed. But right now, the background color, we need to also work on that. We need to also work on that. So that's how you can change the color code. And right now, once the color code has been in your color pan, it's already fixed there all through your time that you're going to be building this dashboard. So I can always go there and I'll see that same color already in my dashboard, already my color pan. So the next thing I would like to do is that I want to change the background color of this from white to black. So I'll go back to the effect, then I'll go to background. Because the background is currently on, but it's having a white color. Then I'll just come here. I'm using this particular dark black color where you have is 0 to be 0%. While you have it as 0%, so you can see as I did that, it has changed it to a darker color of black. And as that is being done, the next thing to do right now is to now add some little styles or design to it. Now it depends on how you want it. Some I just want theirs to just be like this. Why me? For the sake of this class, let's just add some effects. Go back to effects, add some visual borders. Just want to put some visuals around it so you can see that okay, there's a color around it. So this might be a bit or slight different from the one we did at first. And I'm actually doing that so we can see that there is actually a color around that. So I've included visual borders, which is white. Then rounded corners, I want to have like, let's say 12% or 12 points. Then I want to increase the width of the rounded corners to 2. Then also you might want to turn on the shadows. So all this one depends on how you want your work to look like. It depends on how you want your work to look like. So let me put the shadow. You can see that when I input the shadow, you can see this white color around it. You can see this white color around it, but I don't want a white shadow color. So that depends on you. You might decide to turn it off. So if I turn it off, it's gone entirely. So I don't want to put the shadow because I'm already using a boundary color, or it's a boundary color of white. So that's actually cool. So that is cool. At least you could see that this is standing aside from the dashboard color. So I've been able to format this guy now. The next thing is that the design or the format I use here, I'll be using in the subsequent charts that I'm going to be building. So the ones I'm going to be building will already automatically take the shape, take the color, the background color of this previous one. So that's what I just did. That's why I took my time to build what I want inside this particular text box. So I believe we are all still together. If you are still together, let me see. Okay, let me see your reaction. If you are still together, if you have a question, please don't forget to drop your question in the chat box, please, so that I will be able to take your question. If I'm too fast, please let me know. If I'm too fast, please let me know. So I have someone's hands raised. Ifoma, is that for me? Ifoma Sabina. Okay, I want to believe that was a mistake. Okay, so now I've been able to create this title page, or let's say the title of our dashboard. So the next thing is to start creating every other one. And you can see the next thing I have here, is the slicer. So these are called slicer. It's help you to slice through the if I click on quarter one, you see the differences. You can see that it's changing. If I click on quarter two, you can see that it's changing. Quarter three, you can see even quarter four, everything is changing. So I want to have a slicer that can help me to drill down into the particular quarter I want to see, and also the year. I'm having from 2020. If I can see the analysis for 2020, analysis for 2021, 2022, on and on like that is 2024. I also want to see how these can also work around my analysis. Then also I will also have another slicer for region, eastern region. We have the northern region, have the southern region, and also the western region. So all of this is a part of what I want to build. So I'm going to start by creating this thing called slicers. So all these slicers, I have three of it. So I'll show you how to also create the three slicers without wasting our time. So I want to have a quarter, the year, and the region. So let's go back to the one we are building. So I want the quarter, the year, and region. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on slicer. So this is the icon for slicer. You can see right here, slicer. So if you click on slicer, it comes out. Then I'll just adjust it to fit into this particular size that I have, that space that I have over there. So you can just come here to adjust it. You left click and drag, left click and drag. Can you see left clicking and dragging changes the position of what I'm doing? So I want it to also take this formatting, this black background, the yellow or everything, anything you can pick from this, just pick it, transfer it into this place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the one I said I'm going to be using to format every other one, which is the title or the text box. So I click on this text box, you can see automatically showing that it's active. After clicking on this text box, you can come to your home tab. You'll see something called Format Painter. So I want to transfer some of the formatting in this particular one into this one. I want to transfer some of the formatting here into this place. So if I click on this and I go to Format Painter, all I just need to, you see this brush? Can you see this brush? Yes, the brush is saying that, okay, where do you want to drop the formatting? Where do you want me to paint? Where do you want me to format? So I want to format my slicer. I'll just drop it on this slicer. It seems as if nothing is there. Because we've not imputed something inside it. So let's impute some data inside it and see what is going to come out of it. Let's impute some data inside it and let's see what's going to come out of it. So let me see if there are messages on. Okay, we are all still good. So let me just, I want to work with, first off, I want to work with the quarter. So quarter can be found under the date. So you can see your date. You can see that this date is having an arrow, like a drop down arrow. If I click on it, you see something called date hierarchy. If I also click on this arrow right in front of it, I'll see quarter. You can see this quarter. So just check that box. Once you check the box, can you see it automatically takes the shape of the previous one? Takes the shape of the previous one because I've copied the formatting on this shape right inside the shape. So we're not seeing the quarter one, quarter two. We're not seeing all of those yet because we are not done editing it, but it has copied part of the formatting that we need into this particular one. So let's now edit this so that we can see the quarter one, the quarter two, even the name of the slicer, which is what I'm going to be doing right away. So why I'm on my slicer, I will go to my format your visuals. Format your visuals is where you format every of your visuals, either the charts, either the text box, anything. Just go to format your visuals. Now go to slicer settings. Slicer settings. The first thing I want is that I don't want it to be in form of vertical list. I want it to be like a drop down that when I click on an arrow, all the content in that slicer will just come down like a drop down. Then it is right there. Currently it's on vertical list, but I want it to be as drop down. So I'll click on drop down. So it seems as if you're not seeing it yet, but this is how drop down looks like. Can you see? You click on the arrow, you can see it right now. You can see it right now. So after that, I'm still going to edit it, the font color, the font size, so you can see the content inside this slicer. So right now, I'll just go to, I've done my slicer settings, my slicer header. I want it to be, that is quarter. Then I want the font to be Georgia. Like I said, we are following the same font style. Font name to be Georgia. The font color to be that gold color. Okay, we don't have it right here at the moment. So let me copy it. Let me paste it again. So I've pasted it, and you can see after pasting it, you can see that this quarter is coming out now. The quarter is coming out. You might want to make it bold. You can also make it bold. So quarter is out. Then also the background for, okay, this one is for, currently is for the slicer header. I don't want the background for it. Now the values are what is inside this slicer at the moment, like the quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the values. So let's edit this one also to have this color and also to have every other formatting we plan using in this analysis. So if I go to value, I'll just go straight down to, okay, it's currently on set go UI. I want to make it Georgia. So this is Georgia right here. I also want the size to be 12. I like to make it bold. Then the font color, I want this color. You can see that the color has been registered in our color pan. It has been registered in our color pan. So right now you can see that the color is coming out. But this white, I still want to change this white to black so that it will follow the complaints color. So the black color is actually the complaints color. So you go to background, click on it. Currently it's having no background, but let's impute the background color, which is this. So when I click on this drop down, I'll have it like this. Can you see? This how I'm going to have the font in it. So the next thing I need to do is just, so far I'm done, I just need to create 2 more of this particular slicer so that we'll have it across the dashboard. So I still need the one for year. I need the slicer for region, slicer for year, and slicer for region. So what I'm going to do right now is very simple and straightforward. I don't need to start going around to start bringing in another slicer, start dropping this, start dropping that. No. Instead, I will leverage on this current one I have at the moment. I will leverage on the current slicer I have at the moment. And this, I'm going to do it. I only click on the slicer, then Control C to copy it. Control C, I've copied it like that. Copied it, or you come here, you see, if you right click on the chart, you see copy. You see copy visual, but I don't want to go through that route because that's my team's a bit stressful or time consuming. I'll just press my Control C on my keyboard. Then I will now paste this slicer 2 more times. That's Control V1, Control V2. Can you see? I have it pasted on it. So I have 3 of those slicers right now. So let me do that again. So after creating this slicer, I think I missed a step. Okay. After creating this slicer, I want to have 2 more slicers that takes this same formatting, this same colors and every other thing, shape and everything I want. So I want 2 more slicers. So what I will just do is while selecting the slicer, I will Control C on it once, Control C on it once, then Control V on it twice. That gives me 2 more slicer. That gives me 2 more slices. I'll just take it off. I'll take it off it. So it seems as if the size is not enough. So I just come here to adjust it bit by bit. So adjust it bit by bit. And just come here, adjust it. So you can have enough space to take in every other slice. So if the space is really giving us headache, we can decide to reduce the size of the slicer also. So I think even with that, we might still need to reduce the size of our slicer. So I can just come here, reduce it bit by bit. Just reduce it bit by bit. So come here also, reduce it also reduce it just a bit. Then also on this, let's reduce it a bit. Yeah, so we can have enough space for our slicers. So you can see this red line. This red line is showing whenever it's aligned to the ones we are working on. Okay, let me reduce the font size of this one to 22. If it is okay, let's use it to 20. so I can have enough space. Can have enough space. So yes, 20. I mean that will give us enough space. Enough space. So I can bring this right beside it. Can bring it right beside because I don't want it to be too choky. I want our slides, I want our dashboard to have a breathing space. I want everything on our dashboard to have some breathing space. So bring this also. You can see that red line. That red line is showing alignment. Whenever it aligns with the other one, then you see the red line. You see the red line. So it's aligning. So I just want to increase this back a bit. Increase them back a bit. So that it will not, yeah. So I believe we are good with this. So you can see without stress, I've been able to build the 3 slides. But another thing you can notice is that the sliders are having quarter. Everything is quarter. So I'll just come right here, check out this quarter, then replace it to what I want to have there. So I will come into this slicer, click on this slicer, go to my visualization pan, and go to this place called field. This place right here called field. So I need to please to just check out the entire date to have everything empty again. Then I'll now go to my year. You remember inside our date hierarchy, just check the year. Then I have the year right inside it without stress. Without stress. So I'm going to do the same thing for the third one. I want the region to be inside this slicer. So what I need to just do is to click on it, then come to your, oh, sorry, I just missed that. I just take that off its position. Okay, it's back to its position. So I'll click on the third slicer. Then on my build visual pan, I also go to my field region, check out or cancel what's inside it at the moment, then go and drop my region inside it. So left click and drag your region and drop it inside that field icon. You can see this has also changed to region, the north, the east, the west, and the south. So and that is how it is. That's how it is. So you can see the way I was able to build this 3 slicer without wasting time. So are we still together? Are you still following me? Okay, great one. All right, great one, everyone. Well done to us. So the next thing, we've been able to build the first line of our dashboard. So let's check, what do we need to build again? Now we need to build these KPIs. We want total revenue, total ticket bought, and total transaction. Total revenue, total ticket bought, and total transaction. So what I'm going to do again is I'm going to be building the KPIs. So that's very, very straightforward. So what I'm going to be using is this icon right here called card new. So I'll just click on card new. Once I click on card new, I'll come here, just drop it right here to adjust it. Make sure that it's aligning. So make sure that mine aligns. You can see that red line. That red line is showing that it aligns with the size of this particular dashboard page or dashboard name. So I'll just drag it down a bit. Okay, I don't need to really drag it down because I want my KPIs to reside inside this. So what are the KPIs I need? I need KPIs. I need the total transaction. I need total total revenue, and also the total or count of ticket bought or bookings, count of bookings. So let's just confirm that again. We need the count of tickets bought, total ticket bought, the total transaction, and total revenue. So let me show you how to go about that. So for the total revenue, total ticket bought, and also total transaction, when you have your data, that is where I'm going to be dropping everything on this thing called data. I'm going to be dropping it right inside this data. So my revenue, you can see the revenue icon here. The revenue field is already here. So all I will just do was to either check this box. If I check the box, automatically it drops it inside, or I drag it and drop it right inside it. So either of the two. So I've imputed the revenue inside this place. Let me just do it again. Inside this data pan, you can see this data pan here. Just come either you left click and drag and drop it here, or you just check the box. Anyone works. So I have my revenue inside it. Now I need total transaction. I need total transaction. So total transaction is now going to be the transaction ID. I'll go and do it under. Okay, is it transaction here? Let's check. Let's confirm. This transaction we have. Okay, total transaction. Total transaction. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to come straight down to the transaction. Where do we have a transaction ID? So I'll drop a transaction also right there. Can you see? Transaction is also there. So one thing I notice right now is that this actually meant to be count. You have to count the transaction, not add it up. Remember that the transaction is just an ID that is showcasing the activity that is going on each transaction. ID that is showing the activities going on each transaction. So this is not meant to be count. It's not meant to be sum. It's meant to be count. So I'm going to show you how to convert this to count. I'm going to show you how to convert it to count. Then the last one is the ticket bot. So this ticket bot, we want to add up all the tickets that our customer were able to buy all through these years. So ticket bot, this is it right here. Let's click and drag it also and drop it right here. So everything is having sum of revenue, sum of transaction ID, sum of ticket bot. So this transaction ID is meant to be count. It's meant to be count. So I'm going to be changing this to count. And I would like to change it to count. You can see that under that sum of transaction ID, you have a drop down arrow here. You have a drop down arrow. So if you click on the drop down, you see count. You see every other aggregate functions and statistical function. So we want to count. So just click on count. Then it should give you like 5,000. So this is showing us the total transaction that has been made across the entire year from 2020 to 2025. So we have 5,000 transactions. So is this how it's going to look like? Not yet. We're not there yet, but we're actually going somewhere. So before I go ahead, let's also change the formatting of these KPIs to also fall in with the other formats we have. So I would just like to use anyone can click on anyone. So I just click on the slicer, you go to format painter. Then once I go to format painter, I'll just drop it right on it. Drop it right on it. So let's see. Okay, I think that did not copy. Let's do it again. Go to format painter. Then let's drop it right on it. Okay, awesome. It's not showing yet because, okay, we will still get there. I think the boundary is not really okay. It's showing, but because this thing is white, at the moment we can't see it. Okay, I can see it. It's showing, but because this KPI is white at the moment, we can't. So let's edit the KPIs and let's have the right thing right there. So now after the KPIs has been gotten, we need to do some editing. You can see that we are not really seeing this whole amount here. This 5K, this 13,000. We need to have the proper formatting. So to format this, you also go to format your visuals. Under that format your visuals, the layout, doing anything on the layouts, not yet. You're doing anything on the layout, doing anything on the background. If you turn on the background and make it that same black color, I think, can you see? You can actually have that in between. That's cool. That's cool. We already have that. Then you don't need anything for overflow. You don't need anything under padding. Everything is nice. Now the call out values. So the question is, what are call out values? Call out values are values inside your card. All these 13, 5K, 149.9, they are called call out values. So let's go into the call out values and let's do the editing. So now the call out values, you see series. I want to edit all the series for now. Change the font to Georgia. I'll change the font to Georgia. I want to reduce this 45 is too much. So I'm just going to reduce around 30. 30, awesome. Then just make it bold. Then I think 30 is okay. Then the color too, I want it to be that yellow color. Don't worry, we are getting there. Then also I want it to be center aligned. You can see the alignment. I want it to be center aligned. So you can see this currently at the center. So all of these things are just what you can just always play around with. So the labels are the sum of revenue, the count of transaction ID, the sum of ticket bought. I also like to work on all of these things to make sure that I'm having the right formatting around it. So the next thing I will do is under the label, I'll just go straight down into, sorry guys, to changing the font size and the font name. So I want it to be in Georgia. I'll make it bold likewise. Then also the color, I want it to be that gold color or yellow color. Then position, in the picture you had it below value, so I'll just put the below value. So you can see that these things are changing. These are changing. Then the layout, are we doing anything under the layout? Not yet. We're doing anything under the layout. We're doing anything under the reference label. There's no image, but let's just work on the cards. So the cards now, for all the series, I want to have a background color of that black color we are using for all the cards. So you can see we are having that, and this white color is now coming out. The white color is now coming out. Let's see if we can use the format painter to adjust that also. Okay, so we need to adjust this white color. We shouldn't be having that white color, just to have the same. So let's go back to our layout and the background. So if you remove the turn off the background, the white color is still there. So let's go and check under general. Let's go to our effects and let's turn off the background as well. Okay, so if we turn off the background, it now looks like this. So you can either turn off the background or turn it on. So let's turn it on. Let's turn it on. Just and let's change it to black. Let's change that black color. Then the visual borders. You should actually take over this formatting. You should take over the formatting. Yeah. So it's now there now. The formatting is now there now. So that is how this is now being built. So this has been corrected, but you can see that this 1.495K, all these things, you can still edit it to have the right numbering inside it. So all you need to do is just go back to your format painter. Sorry, your format your visual card or format your visuals. Go to your call out values. Then where you have all series, let's first work on the sum of revenue. Let's work on the sum of revenue. And under that, I want it to be in millions. So I'll click on millions. Then I want it to be in how many decimal place? Let's say 2 or 1 decimal place. Can you see? You can now see what we have right inside here. Then for the other one under that series, for count of transaction ID, I want it to be, I don't want to have anything around it. I just want it to be none. So I can see the entire 5,000. So that has been included. Then also for these ticket bots, I want to put that in let's say thousands, because so you're talking about K, it's currently on thousands, or you can actually put it, if you put it on none, you can see the entire value there, none. Then make it maybe 1 or 2 oh sorry, I'm still on count of transaction. I have to click on sum of ticket bots, then change it to none. You can see that you have 12,554. So I can leave this like this, so I can give the exact, get the exact number. Oh, that reminds me, we are going to be going on break by 2. Now send the link that you feel, just like yesterday. I'll send the link on this call. So by 2:10, we come back and complete this entire dashboard. You're almost done. Trust me. You're just left with few charts, then replicate this particular dashboard in second dashboard and complete it. So after this has been done, you've been able to get the KPIs done, everything is fine. Then I want to put a comma here. I want to change the name of this guy so I'll have correct names. I just don't want count of transaction ID, sum of ticket bots. I want to be total revenue, total transaction, and total ticket bots. All of those things I want it like that. Then also I want to put a comma here. So let's start by including the comma. I'll go to general. Once you go to general, you see data format. So I want to put comma around sum of ticket bots. So you see something like separator. I want to make it all numbers. Then you see 1,000 separators. Just click on. Then I have this. Then with that, I'm pretty more cool with this. Then the last thing to just do on this is to change the title of our. We just come into this KPI where you have your format, your visuals. The one beside it that said add data to your visual. This one that has green. You see your data, everything you input there. Just double click on anyone, double click on it, and let's change the name. Just type total revenue. Then the next one is going to be total transaction. Double click on it. Total transaction. Total transaction. You can notice that everything is changing. Then the last one, just double click on this. I'll just call it total ticket bot. Total ticket bot. Then everything has changed. Everything has changed. So I have this perfectly organized now. So before we go for break, let's quickly do this monthly trend analysis. Then every other thing will continue after the break. So monthly trend analysis, I want a line chart for that. I want a line chart. You can see there's a line chart that actually does that particular one. So I want a line chart. So before I go, I would like to reduce the width of this, the height of this, just come above a bit there, so I will have enough space to keep creating every other one. So I want a line chart. So for the line chart, make sure you're not selecting any of these visuals. Your selection should be on the canvas because we want to put the line chart on the canvas. You want to put the line chart on the canvas. So your selection should be on the canvas. So I'll just come here. You can see over here, you see line chart. So if you click on line chart, it's going to come right under this one. So all I just need is just to adjust it, bring it up a bit, bring it up a bit. Then, depending on how you want your design to look like, just so I want this to just be for the line chart. And the line chart is going to be the month on the x-axis, y revenue on the y-axis. Month on x-axis, y I have my revenue on y-axis. So month, oh yes, month on x-axis, y I have my revenue on y-axis. So you can see, it's expecting us to input the data field here. So what do you want? I want month to be on my x-axis. So you can see still inside that date hierarchy. I told you inside that date, you see a drop down, you see this hierarchy, then you see year, quarter, month, and day. So I want to click on month. So I can left click and drag my month and drop it on x-axis. Then revenue. Revenue is right here. Left click and drag your revenue and drop it inside your y-axis. Then you see, can you see? This is the trend analysis. This is the trend analysis of what we are working on. So with that being done, I can just also copy the visuals, just come here, format painter, click on format painter, then drop it on this one right here. So it should have changed. Let's do it again. Format painter, drop it right here. So can you see it has changed? So it's taking the shape of every other thing. So what I just need to just do now is to change the x-axis, change this color, then build the remaining visual. So this 2 p.m. This 2 p.m. we are going to be going on 10 minutes break, and I'll quickly drop the what's it called, the form to fill. I'll drop it on this call. So during that break time, I know that we have questions. We can also start asking questions, or probably you miss a step and you want me to bring you up to speed. You can also ask. So I can also bring you up to speed. So let's quickly go on break. But if you have questions, you might want to stay behind to ask me your question. All right. So let me drop the link also for you all to fill. Let me drop the link so that we can all fill it. So questions. Or are we saying we are good to go? So I've already dropped the message for the form to fill. So you can just please fill the form, and we need your honest review. You can fill the form. All right. So we need questions. Are there questions that you want to ask? Questions before we continue. 8 more minutes to start the section. Questions, guys. Okay, so are we all good to go? Are we saying that we are getting everything that has been taught, even since morning, since we started this section, we are all getting it? If that is the case, just give me a reaction if you are getting it. If you are not, let me also know so I can bring you up to speed before we continue. All right, that shows that we are all getting it. Okay, so let's fill the form. Then by 2:10, we continue the section. All right, break is over. So I believe we've all filled the form. I believe we've all filled the form. If you're just joining, I'm going to be sharing the link again. If you're just joining, please make sure you fill the form. Make sure you fill the form. I'm sharing the link again. Please, let's make sure that this form is filled. Please, let's all make sure we fill the form. Okay, Zainab, you can just go ahead and fill it now. I already have the link on this in-call message on our chat board here on this call. So let's make sure that we fill the form. Okay, so welcome back. You can please nudge your colleagues that we are back in the section. We're back. I know that some of us actually went for break, but it's now currently 2:11, and we have just 30 to 40 minutes. You have 40 more minutes to complete what we've started. So you're following me, great one, but if you're not following me, great one as well. You can always just watch the recorded version of this video again to replicate yours or to do yours. But if you're following me and it seems as if you have questions, or even if you're not following me and you have questions, please don't hesitate to drop your questions on the call so I can take your questions. So we stopped at this particular place where we have our line chart. You can see currently is having a blue line, but we want to have it in this same formatting. So you can see we already taken the shape of the previous chart. All you just need to do right now is just to work on the x-axis, the y-axis, and the line chart. Just change the color. So to do that, I'll go back to my visuals. Then why I'm on this line chart, why this line chart is clicked on, I'll go straight down, mark your visual. Oh, you can't see my screen. Okay, let me check. Let's check what's going on. Okay, let me stop and share again. So can you see my screen? Please confirm if you're not seeing it. Can you see my screen now? Okay, great one. What about mobile? I think you're the one that raised the concern. Can you see my screen now? Okay, great one. All right, so let's jump back to it. So like I said, we already have this line chart created. You can see the line chart has been created. Esther, you can't still see my screen. Oh, okay. Probably you might want to log out and log in again. Maybe it's a network bandwidth. You might want to log out and log in again. And let me know when you're back, if you can see my screen. Let me know when you're okay. Yeah. So once you can see my screen, let me know. So like I said, all we just need to do right here is just to change the color of this line to the gold color, yellow color we are using. Then also you can see that we're not seeing the month name, we're not seeing the y-axis also. So we want to edit this. So to do that, while you click on the chart for your line chart, or you click on line chart, go straight down to format your visuals. Then on the x-axis, I want to change the color. I want the font name to be Georgia. I want to maintain that font name, leave it as 9. Then I want the color to be this gold color. Okay, great one, Esther. Great one. Can you see that once I change it to gold color, you could see the month name. Then also, I want to take off the title. You already know that the month name is title. The title is month name, so we don't need that title. So the y-axis also for the value, I want to change the value, the color of the value to gold. Then make it Georgia as well. You can see that we are now seeing it now. Then the title of that y-axis, you already know that it's some of this revenue you are dealing with. You might want to leave it, although all this actually depends on how best your stakeholders can easily spotlight certain things on your chart. If I want to leave the title for my y-axis, I'd just like to just change it to gold color so we can see the title. Can you see some of revenue? But I can also as well decide to remove it because my title, the title of my chart will still take that same name. Okay, someone want to speak? Or could that be a mistake? Okay, like I said, the title of my chart will still take the same name. It might be the monthly trend of revenue monthly trend, something like that. Trend analysis of monthly trend analysis of revenue or total revenue. Anything they want to give it, you're going to be doing that right now. But before you do it, go ahead to that. This line chart also, I want to change the color to gold color, just like these other ones. I want to change the color to gold color. So as I go down, I check your grid lines. I don't want grid lines. You might want grid lines, but me, I don't want grid lines. So I will turn it off. So all this thing depends on how you want it to be. So for the line chart, for the line, you see this thing called line right here. If I click on it, I can change the color from, I see the color, change the color from blue to the gold color. That's just it. Then we have it. Then you have it. You might actually see that the one we have here seems as if it's kind of like a signatory, like kind of beveled somehow. It's not having sharp edges or sharp points. Yeah, this is how to do it. If you go straight down to where you have the interpolation type, he said, okay, for Liam, he said the line chart is 15 meter, but on the text box is 150 meter. Is it an oversight or the line chart is 15 meters? The line chart is 15 meters. No, it's not 15 meters, it's 15 million. Do you understand? Okay, okay, I think I saw million. Okay. This is million. Sorry, I was calling that meters. All right. They're saying it's 15 millions. Okay. Then this is 1 million. All right. So let's check that. Now, this is not showing us the total. This is the total revenue for everything. This is just for the January alone. So if you add the one for January with February with March.
It's Ajia there. Big Ajia.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone's mic is on.
Okay.
I don't know who called IGR now. You might want to mute yourself. Okay. So let me go back to your question. So for Miami, the total revenue is 150 million, but for each month, this ranging from 0 to 50 million for each month. But the total revenue, if you add January all the way to December for every year, to give us 150 million. Did that answer your question, Folayemi? So that's how it is. So it's not an oversight. This is giving us the total revenue. Addition of January, February, March, all the way to December for each year gives 150 million. But for this chart, it's just for January to December. So it ranges from 0 to 50 million. The highest we have for the year is 50 million, which is in August. Can you see? August is 50 million. I hope you get that. Let me know if you get that, Folayemi. You might want to just drop a chart on the chat, but I'm currently checking your message. So if you get that, let me know. So now we have this, like I said, you might actually decide to leave it like this, but if you want it to be like the one in the chart, just come to where you have your interpolation type from linear. All right, Folayemi, you can just click on smooth. So it's going to have smooth edges, just like that, like a signature. So that is that about that. So there's another thing we need to change. This title, the title is actually there. So let's just go straight down to back to format your visuals. Then that title is under my general. Let's go to general, click on the drop down. You can see sum of revenue. So I'll just call it revenue, monthly trend of revenue, monthly trend of revenue. So I want the R also to be capital letter. So just delete the remaining ones. Then I want the font size to be, the font type to be Georgia as well. I'll leave it as 14. Then I want it to be center aligned, center alignment, the horizontal alignment. Then the color of the texts, let's make it gold. So can you see now it's showing? Now it's showing. So we are left with just building this, and this. So this is what I'm going to do. The total revenue by region, total revenue by transportation, total revenue by payment method and booking channel. See how we're going to do that within 5 minutes. So I'll start by the total revenue by region, which is a bar chart. Just click on your bar chart, drop it here, drop it right here. I'll just do the arrangement, drop it right here. So I want it to come above this and somewhere around this place. It's just around this place. I still want the total revenue by transportation mode. That's a bar chart. I want the bar chart. These are our bar charts. So I want that to be right here. That was going to be around this place. Then I need 2 donor charts. I need 2 donor charts. So these are our donor charts. This one here is called donor chart. I need 2 of it. 1 and 2. Okay, so let's see. I think, is it laying on each other? I think let me bring in the second one. Then 2. Okay, so I have them here. So all I need to do right now is now to fill them in with the right data, to fill it in with the right field that I want to work with. And you see how I'm going to do the remaining 4 charts within split of minutes. So right here, I want to have revenue by mode of transportation for my column chart right here. I've clicked on it. On the x-axis, I want mode of transportation to be there. I'll drop mode of transportation on x-axis. Then on y-axis, I want my revenue to be there. So I'll drop revenue on y-axis. Then I have this. Okay, let's confirm that. Is it mode of transportation? Okay, that one is by region. Sorry, this is region. This is region. So I just canceled it and go and drop my region right there on x-axis. Awesome. For this one, I want it to be mode of transportation and revenue. So for my y-axis, I'll have revenue there. Okay, I will have my for x-axis, I'll have revenue because the bar chart is going to like transpose. And for my y-axis, I'll have my mode of transportation right there. Mode of transportation, where are you? Transportation mode. Now drop it on y-axis. Great one. So for this one now is a donor chart. I want revenue to be on my donor chart, to be on my value, revenue on value. Then payment method should be on legend. Payment method will be on legend. So where's payment method? Payment method. This is it right here on legend. So we have this. Why the last one? I want revenue to be on values. Then what's the last? Is it booking ID? Or let's check, let's confirm. Okay, booking channel. Booking channel to be on legend. Booking channel will be on legend. So right now, it looks like if what I just did right now is just that I only place the chart there. So from here, I'll just use my format painter on each of these charts to take the color and some of the formatting so as to reduce the stress of doing it one after the one after the other. So I've been able to get the revenue by region, get the sum of revenue by transportation mode, get the total, get the percentage revenue by payment method, and also percentage revenue by booking channel using donor chart, bar chart, and column chart. So how do we now get this other formatting right inside this? So on the line chart that I've created, remember that after creating the line chart, all I just need to do is click on the line chart, go to format painter, and drop it on each of the charts. You can see, go back to line charts, click on format painter, drop it on this one. You can see it's changing. Go to your line chart again, click on format painter. Oh, I think, okay, yeah, fine. It has changed. Also for the last one, go to format painter, then drop it on this. Just like that. Within split of how many minutes? I don't think we use almost 1 minute to create the remaining part of the dashboard. Just using format painter, because this I intentionally took my time to design the title page and even this KPI and the line chart, because I know that I'll be using it on every other chart. So all I just did was click on the chart, click someone's mic is mute or mute, click on the chart, then go to format painter and drop it on each of the charts. Then we have this within the split of minutes. Then we have it. So the little thing just need to just do is well to change the color of the bars and the colors around your donut chart. And you can also see that you're not seeing everything in the donut chart. You're not yet seeing everything in the donut chart. So I'm going to be doing that right away. So I'll go back to this previous one, which is the sum of revenue by region. Then I'll go straight down to my format of visuals. Then you see something called columns. Click on the column. Then you see the color. Just change it to gold. Then we are good. Go to these other ones, sum of revenue by transportation mode. Change the color also to gold. Now for the donut chart, what you need to change now is the slice. This one is column, this one is bar, but this one is what? Slice. So I'll go to my slices right here. Then I'll now change the color of the 3 slices that I have. This blue color, I want to use this gold color. Then I'll just use the shade of gold, this shade of yellow color. So for the cash also, I won't click this exact gold. I can just come here and look for a color that almost look like it, or either darker or lighter than it. So I'll click on this. So you can see it's changing. Then for the POS, I'll click on a lighter color. Then you can see that we have 3 different slices that still resonate within the color of what we are working with. Then another thing I would like to do is that I would like to see the side, the labelings inside this donut chart. The labeling inside the donut chart. And to do that, I'll first of all start with the legend, and I'll go to texts. So first off, let's change the color of the text to the previous good color we are using. Can you see that has changed? Then the font name to Georgia. Then that will be all. But I don't want, me personally, I don't want the legend title. So I don't want to take it off. Sorry, that's not meant to be done like that. The title, where's the title? Okay, this is title. I want to take it off. So I just have the bank transfer, cash, and POS. Then I'm not really seeing the bank transfer very well. So I want to change the position of my legend. Instead of it to be on center right, if I click on it, I'll see something like bottom center. So to be under the donut chart. So I just click on bottom center, then I'll have everything right here. Bottom center, I have the bank transfer, cash, and POS. Then the last thing I'm going to be doing inside this chart is that the names, the values inside it too, I also have to edit it. So the values inside it, I'll just go straight down to data labels, title, detail labels, sorry, detail labels. So detail label is where it's resided. So I want to change the label content to just give me percentage alone, not data value and percentage, because I want to get the percentage revenue by payment method. So I just come here, click on it, and I'll select percentage of total. Percentage of total. So I click on percentage of total. It has been done. Then also the value. I'll change the value color to gold. Can you see? Then the font name to Georgia. The font name to Georgia. Then that has been done. So if this has been formatted correctly, what I just need to do right now is to also transfer the new formatting I did here inside this second one. So I'll click on this donut chart. Click on this donut chart. Then go to Format Painter. You get, then drop it right on it. Then you see, can you see? It takes the same formatting, So I have less work to do right here. All I just need to do right now is just to change the color of the slides. Change the color of the slides. So I'll go back to Format Your Visuals, which is right here. Click on Slices. Change this one to the gold color. Then change this other one to the lighter gold color. Then you have this. So I'm done with the what? With the first dashboard, just like that. I'm done with the first dashboard. So all I need to do right now is, because of time, I'll just say that we can just come here, change the names, like make this on total revenue by region, total revenue by transport mode. This can be percentage revenue by payment method. But if you want to change the title name, you can just come anywhere of the charts. You go to Format Your Visuals, then you go to General, then you see Title. So under that title, you see the text. You can just change it to total revenue, total revenue by region. Can you see the title has been changed? So you can also come right here to do the same thing for this one right here. Once you click on it, this one just be total revenue by transportation mode. Then this one you can change it to percentage revenue. That will be I just want to use the shift and 5 percentage revenue by payment method. Then the last one, I can just call it percentage revenue by booking channel. Percentage revenue by booking channel. So that is it. You can see I've been able to create the first dashboard. So we have barely 20 minutes to go. How are we going to do the second dashboard? So this is it. I want to use just this same dashboard frameworks to create my other dashboard. So what I will just have to do is just come to this revenue, right click on it, then you see duplicate. You see this thing called duplicate. Let's duplicate it. It has been duplicated. So let me just take this guy off. This previous one that I had before. Let's take that one off. Yes, delete it. So this duplicated one, I will now rename it and call it my customer dashboard. So what I want to do right here is one to change, just to do the editing. What I want right here is to be Trans Niger customers dashboard. So I'll just come here, rename this one to customers. So just do some editing, customers dashboard. Then let's put it at the center. Let's put it at the center. Customers dashboard. So we want the same sliders. Fine. Now the KPIs. What do we want in the KPIs? What do we want in the KPIs? We want to have, let's go back to our charts. Where is it? Inside the KPIs, we want to have the total customers, average satisfaction score, and average trip duration. So let's just do that right away. We want total customers, average satisfied score, and total average traveling duration. So I'll just come to where I have my data. Once I click on the one that I have for KPIs, come to where I have my data, cancel everything you have inside this place. Cancel everything. Cancel everything. Now let's start dropping it there. We want the total customer. So total customer will be the count, the unique count of our customer ID. So just come here, drag my customer ID, drop it on data. Then I want the unique counts. So that will be distinct count. Can you see? Distinct count. That is one. Two. Then I'll also change the name. Let's rename it. Let's call it total customer. So let's just do all those things once and for all. Call it total customer. Then let's remove the ID. Total customers. Then after that, we're also going to, we need the average satisfaction score. This is your satisfaction score. Left click and drag it under total customer. They want the average of it. So just click on the drop down arrow. You see average. Can you see average satisfaction score? So I'm going to call it average SAT because of space. Average SAT score. So you can see I don't need to really do much stress. Average satisfaction score. Then the third one is the traveling trip duration. So drag it and drop it there. Then let's call it also, click on the drop down. Then you see average. So I'll call it average trip duration. Average trip duration. So I don't need to waste time around creating the second dashboard. Average trip duration. You can see that we are going there. We're already going there. What other thing do we need? We need to get the customer age category, customer age distribution. We need to get the top 5 customers, the top 10, what's it called? Customer by revenue and every other thing. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do the top 10 performing customer by revenue, top 10 customers by revenue. And to do that, I'll just change this one right here to a bar chart. I want it to be in bar charts. Then I will change this x-axis. I'll make it to be my y-axis. I'll take it off. Then bring the customer's name there. Customer's name, customer's full name, put it on y-axis. Then revenue on x-axis. This is fine. But then I want the top 10 customer, not all the customer. This one is showing all the customers. I want top 10 of all the customers. So to do that, I'll just go to my filter page. Once I go to my filter page, where I have the customer's full name, you see a drop down here. Click on the drop down. There's another thing called basic filtering. So the thing is this, Power BI has so many things that you can play around with. Because I know that as I'm clicking on this, it'll be like, oh, how is this guy getting to know all these things? When am I going to learn these things? So as you watch the video, the recorded section, and you follow every step I'm taking, you get to understand this even better. So I have basic filtering here. Then I don't want to use basic filtering. I want to use top N. So I'll click on the drop down and click on top N. So top N of what? I want 10. I want 10 top 10 customers by revenue. Top 10 customers by revenue. So I've been able to put the value of what I want here. Then how do you want us to calculate or get to this top 10? Which value are we adding here? So I want to add my revenue page. I want to add my revenue, what's it called? Revenue column inside this add data values. So once I do that and I click on filter, this is going to reduce to 10. Can you see we have just 10 right now? There are no other customers. Obina Ibrahim has the total, has the highest revenue so far. So I just come here to rename that page and call it top 10 customers by revenue. Like I showed us the other time. Just come here. type top 10 customers by revenue. Top 10 customers by revenue. That is done. That is done. So we've been able to achieve that. So right here, what do we want? We want to have top 5 ticket bought, top 5 customers with the highest ticket bought. That is what we want to do here. Top 5 customers ticket bought. So to do that, what you're going to do is it goes back to this place. So I don't want my line trend. I want it to be in form of, I think that's also a bar chart. I want it to be in bar chart. So click on the line trend, then go to where you have this place and change it to bar chart. So, but I don't want month. I want the name of the customer to come here. I'll adjust it because I need 2 informations there. So come here, when your x-axis, cancel it, put customer's name there. Because it's only talking about our customers. So on x-axis, I'll put customer's full name on x-axis. Oh, sorry. That's actually meant to be on y-axis. Sorry. That's meant to be on y-axis. Customer's full name on y-axis. Y-axis. While we have ticket bought on x-axis. Ticket bought on x-axis. So I want this one. I want the top 5. Top 5 customers with the highest ticket bought. So once I click on it, I also go back to my filter. Where you have the customer name, click on the drop down. Where you have basic filtering, click on the drop down as well. Then click on top N. And inside that top N, put 5 inside. Put 5 inside because I want the first 5 customers. Then inside my add value, add data here, by value. What value are we checking this? By what value are we checking this? I want it to be checked on the number of tickets bought by customers. The number of tickets bought by customers. Then if I click on apply, then you see Uche Obina Ibrahim. Then Kunle Eze Udu, Musa Eze Obina Audu. So I will just come here and change the color of the bars to gold, like I showed us the other time. From bars, change the color to gold, and we've gotten that. So you can see with the help of the previous dashboard, I can easily get every other thing that I want to get. Can easily get every other thing that I want to get. So the next one is to get the customer's age distribution, customer age group distribution. I remember that we actually created what's it called? Created a column for that. So I want to visualize that using a bar chart, sorry, a column chart. So I'll come here, click on column chart, it automatically fits into this space. Click on column chart, then I will drop on x-axis, I'll drop the age, customer's age group on x-axis, customer's age group, that's age group, where are you? Okay, this is right here on x-axis. While I drop that same customer, I'll drop customers, customer ID, I'll drop it on y-axis, but I'm going to do the count of it. I'm going to do count of customers, distinct count of customers ID, distinct count of customers ID. So with this, oh sorry, I just took that off again, Control Z. So distinct count of customers ID. So with this, I've been able to count each customers by their age group, each customers by their age group, with adult having the total count of 869, then all the way down to old having a total count of 600. So it's going to be count of customer ID by the age group. So I can know that, okay, we have for our age group, we have 869 customers that are adults, 769 customers that are senior, and all the way down, all just like that, we have what we have in the analysis. So after that has been done, then we need to just change it to the gold color, just like you. I'll just come here, click on anyone, use my format painter, then drop it on it. Then we have that being formatted. So we are left with just these 3 ones that we need to edit. Remember that these 3 ones were part of the previous chart. So let's look at what we have there. This one I want to have okay, come in. I think there's something. Okay. So I want to have the total revenue by booking channel. Total revenue by booking channel. So all I need to do right here is that I will just put, I think there's something that we need to check there. Total revenue by booking channel. Oh, sorry, I realized I was actually checking some. Okay, yeah, I'm correct. I'm still on the track. Total revenue by booking channel. That means we already did. Okay, we have the same information right here, and also the same information is right here. So I think both information are still in our customers dashboard. So we don't need to edit the two other ones we have here. We still want to get it with regards to our customer. So these two information still are in the dashboard. Then we just change this last one. So the last one, we want it to be, last one to be, let's check again. The last one, that will be satisfaction. The last one will be satisfaction score by customer. So I will do the customer counts. Like I'm not going to count the customers, count it, then get the satisfaction score. So for each of the satisfaction score, how many customer is less satisfied and how many customer is highly satisfied? That is what we want to get right here. So for that satisfaction score, I will just come here to the last one I have here on my total revenue by transportation mode. My y-axis, I want it to be satisfaction score itself. I'll put my satisfaction score there. While my x-axis, I want it to be customers ID. But it will be distinct count of customers ID. Distinct count of customers ID. Then I have this information for my satisfaction score. So I only come here to change the name of this particular chart, the title. So it's going to answer the correct title. So under my title, I'll just come here. I'll call it total satisfaction score. Total satisfaction score. Then with this, we are good. Total satisfaction score. So any other thing you just need to do is maybe you want to add the data labels to see what this particular bar is actually showing. What number is it showing here? And to add data labels, this is what you're going to do. You click on the chart you want to add the data labels to. Go back to your format, your visuals. Then you see data label. Just turn it on. Turn it on. Then do few editing there. Where do you want it to stay? The position. I want it to stay outside end. That is outside each of these bars. Outside each of these bars. Then I want the color to be revealing. More revealing. I don't want this ash color. I want the gold color still. Can you see? I'm already seeing it. And if that has been done, I can just add it to the remaining bar chart I'm doing and column chart that I have. By only clicking on the format painter, still drop it on it. Drop it on it. Then I have the size, the data label. Drop it on this one also. I have the data label. Then also drop it on this. I have my data label. And with this, within the split of 10 minutes, we're able to build the second dashboard without wasting time. We're able to build the second dashboard without wasting time. But also for this dashboard, I also want to see data labels around this bar chart, this column chart, this bar chart, and this line chart. So what I'm going to do right now is I'll just click on any of it again, click on format painter, then go to the page I want to go and drop it. Then drop it on any of the page. You can see it's going to show. Then also click on format painter, drop it on this. It will also show. Click on format painter, drop it on this also. Then you also see all the information right there in your dashboard. So this is the dashboard showing the revenue performance revenue performance and also the customers the customers information. And with this, we've been able to build the two dashboard that we want to build right in this class. Can you see? Right from the revenue, it seems as if we can't complete the two dashboard, but we took our time to create the necessary ones, then use duplicating, format painter, copy and paste to also build the remaining ones and still having the analysis we want to have. Still having the analysis we want to have. And that is all about building a Power BI dashboard, from transforming the data to loading it and to building dashboards. And you can see revenue dashboard, and also we have the customers dashboard. So at this junction, I know we all be looking like, oh man, this is a lot. Don't worry, you have this section recorded. You can go through it over and over. Then you can also do it as I'm doing it whenever you're watching the section. So before I bring my colleague on board, let's see the interactiveness of this dashboard. If I click on quarter one, see the information for quarter one. You can see the total customer in quarter one is 849. The average satisfaction score in quarter one is 3.03, while the average travel duration is 12.30. Then you can see the count of adults, count of young adults in quarter one. And also the customer, this time around, Emeka Dada is the highest customer with the booking. Okay, we need to rename this one, not multi-trend again. Let's rename it. Let's rename it. That should be, go to title, top 5 customer, top 5 customer by booking, okay, by ticket bought. Ticket bought. So with that, you can see that this time around the quarter one, we have Emeka Dada. Even Uche Johnson is the first customer with the highest revenue generated. Why the total average score, the total satisfaction score in the first quarter for 5, you have 237. And you can see all of these figures changing. If I click on that quarter one for, let's say for 2024, quarter one for 2024, what is the information we're having there? You can see Adebayo is the one taking, oh, sorry, I just moved that. Adebayo is the one taking the lead for ticket bought with a ticket of 14. So total ticket of 14, that's Adebayo Johnson. While Femi Ogunleye is the highest one for the revenue. The total satisfaction score for 5, you have 61. And you can see the average, the revenue by payment, percentage revenue by payment method, and also percentage revenue by booking channel also changing with respect to this slicer. So what this slicer is doing? If I want to check it for, let's say for the eastern part, let's see the analysis. Eastern part, Tijani Adeyemi is taking the lead for the top 10 customer by revenue, while Adebayo, what is this? Adebayo Bello is taking the lead by ticket bought. Then adults is even taking the lead for the highest customer count. Then you can see the booking channel, the percentage booking channel for quarter one in 2024 in the eastern region. So this will help you to drill down and to also see all that information within your analysis. And with that, you are good to go. With that, you are good to go. So that'll be all on building dashboard to answer the questions we want to answer and to solve the question, to solve the problem Trans-Niger is facing. So before my colleague come on board, if you have any question, please kindly use the raise hand icon. If you have any suggestion, anything you want to say, can use the raise hand icon before I bring my colleague on board. Okay. All right. Are we all good? Do we all learn something in this class, in this section today? And can we all see how amazing Power BI is? How Power BI can help us to make sense from our data. How Power BI can help us to make sense from our data. We started from something like this. You see, look at how the table looks like. Look at how the table looks like. But see what came out from the table. See what came out from the table. See what came out from the table. And this is awesome. This is awesome. So thank you very much, guys, for having me. I'll call on my colleague Treasure to take over from here. Bye for now.
Thank you so much, Joshua. It has been a very interesting session. Please, I would love to see the reactions. If you knew you enjoyed your class so far, if you did, please, your reaction would be highly needed. All right, thank you so much. So special thank you to assist with this. So well done. Thank you. All. So fantastic. So before we call it a day, we're just going to have a look at another aspect, because I know going through the feedback form, I've been seeing quite a number of feedback in regards pace of activities and how it's been a bit fast. But just to let you know that this is a webinar session and not everything can be covered in 2 hours for 2 different days. Power BI is a session that we take for close to 2 weeks to a month, sometimes 2 months. So it's a well-detailed session, and it needs so much time and detail going into it. So I can understand if it felt like it was in a hurry. That's why we have the session recorded. So if you did not grab anything, after the session, I'm going to send across the recording, and you can go through it at any time that you want. If you also need help, just reach out to the facilitator from WAT, the person that organized it rather, and then she'll be sure to reach out to us, would help you out with it. So moving into the next aspect of the program before we call it a day, we have what we call the open program, and this would be in communication from your organizers in case you have interest in registering for this. So for the next session, it will be holding between September 13th to October 5th. And at the moment, 10ALYTICS is currently 5 years old, so we are running a very special discount. So for the 2 programs, for the first one, we're doing 50% discount, and then for the second one, it's 75% discount. So especially for your team that reached out to us for data analytics, so we'll be going a step further to talk about generative AI in data analytics for professionals. Power BI is just one aspect of the data analytics tools that you'll be making use of. There are several of them. So there is Excel, which you had on your first day. There's Power BI, there's SQL, and there's Tableau. So we're going to be having a training session for 4 weekends. That's 8 sessions, Saturdays and Sundays. So we understand that each person on this call is a working professional. So that's why we don't have sessions during the weekdays. So Saturdays and Sundays, we'll be having a training session on data analytics and generative AI. On Saturday, it's going to be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Sunday, it's going to be 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So basically, if you are taking this session, you'd be getting a lot of things. So you have facilitators like Joshua and other facilitators taking you on this particular session. You'd also have access to our learning management system where there are pre-recorded videos for you to go over. You'd have access to all the materials that we'll be sending across, and you'll be getting your certification. And just to let you know that our certification is actually accredited by the American Training Institute. So it's an internationally recognized certificate. You'd also be working on different capstone projects. So the dashboard that you created, or Joshua created today, would just be one of the many projects you'll be working on. So the basic idea is to help you upskill and get better with the use of tech. A lot of people say, just like the way oil was, a lot of money in the past, tech is the future. And then we would want you to achieve this end to end. You'd also be able to reach out to a lot of different professionals. We have people coming from different industries, whether transportation, finance industry, the health industry, education industry. We just have a lot of individuals. So you have the opportunity to, network with this individual and also grow your network in that same space. I would send the link to your organizer. You can come here to this page and reach out and read the information to get specific details. So this is just for data analytics. We have another one specific for AI automation. So if you're looking to automate your workflow end to end, so in terms of some of the repetitive tasks, okay, even as a data analyst, there are certain things that you can now do with AI, and we want to be able to help you with that process. Even if you're in customer service, there are a lot of processes that you can also automate, and you don't need to manually do it. This will be done by artificial intelligence. So we also have this one, which is going for 50% discount, and running for the price of 100,000 naira, which was cut down from 200,000 naira. You also have the benefits like I earlier mentioned, but the course is a bit more streamlined to AI tools and how to make use of it. Like I earlier mentioned, the date for it is September 13th to October 5th. And it's only going to be on the weekend. So that's when we'll be having this training. So if you are interested in taking part in any of these trainings, whether the first or the second one, they are both running concurrently, just reach out to the organizer. We'll be sending her all the details in regards to this program, and we'll take it up from there. But I just wanted to share this with you because I feel like going through the feedback from a lot more people wanted time to practice, and you just did not have that within this 2-day span. But in a span of 1 month, you should be able to get as much benefits as you can. So like I said, if you have any specific questions, let us know. We would answer as soon as possible. But I'm going to take questions right about now because we're closing by 3 p.m. Are there any specific questions in regards to this aspect or what Joshua has been teaching so far before we wrap up? So you can just use the raise hand icon and I would, call you. But if there are no questions, if you don't want to ask your questions here, you can reach out to the organizer as well. She'll provide you with all the information from the flyers to the link and the different ways to go about registration. Any questions so far? Okay, I will take it that everyone was very clear on this. Thank you so much again for joining. It was a real pleasure to be a partner for this program. It was an amazing 2 days or 3 days, because I know it started physically. So thank you everyone for taking our time and staying with us all through this very moment. It was a pleasure speaking to you and your team. If you need any other support in terms of customized training, you can let us know, and we'll be sure to respond to that. That being said, have a great day, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.